What's up, guys? It's Alex here, back with another Fox Valley picking video. Last week I went 4-1, making my regular season final record 36-9. And even though this is my regular season final record, I'm going to be continuing this record on. And for the purpose of this show, I'm going to be picking round by round. And I have a bracket right here for 6A. I'm not doing 8A, even though there's a Fox Valley team in 8A, which is Huntley, just because I don't really know 8A as well as I know 6A. And so, yeah, I have my bracket right here. And spoiler alert, for 6A, I have East St. Louis beating Prairie Ridge in the state championship game, but we'll see round by round how I do. This is a very interesting playoff bracket in that the South is a lot more competitive than the North, and a lot of these Chicago public schools have not played all 9 games. Like Simeon's only played 7 games, Taft has only played 8 games, Morgan Park's only played 8 games, and another thing is that the North region doesn't have any undefeated teams. The South region has 3 undefeated teams, and they have 0 teams that have any more than 3 losses. There is Morgan Park that's 5-3, but besides that, all the rest of the teams are 6-3 and better, making the South a little bit more competitive. Now, in case you guys are unaware of the rules of the IHSA in terms of the playoffs, it's single elimination. There is no third place game, and when it comes to deciding who is the home team, in the first round it's the higher seed, but in the second round, whoever hosts the least amount of games hosts. And if that is even, then the higher seed gets home field advantage. But anyway, let's get on to this. We have 5 matchups this week, and they are all crossovers. I'm not going to have a shitfest of the week or the game of the week, just because these first couple of rounds aren't really that good. It's not until the quarterfinals until the playoffs are good. So for now, shitfest of the week and game of the week are off the table for the playoffs. So anyway, we're going to start off with 8A because there's only one matchup in 8A in the Fox Valley. And we have number 26 Taft, who will be visiting number 7 Huntley. Also, the seeding, I'm going to be putting the seeding in these rankings. So it's not going to go by state rankings. It's going to go by playoff rankings. So every team is going to have a rank. It's not going to be like during the regular season where Huntley and PR are the only teams that are ranked. But yeah, I have Huntley over Taft, and I think that's going to be a pretty easy victory for Huntley. We're going to go on to 6A now, and the first matchup that we have for 6A is number 11 Crystal Lake Central, who is 6-3, who will be visiting number 6 Canelan, who is 7-2. And spoiler alert, I have Canelan going to the semifinal round and losing to PR in that round, so I have Canelan over Crystal Lake Central. Next matchup we have is number 13 St. Ignatius, 5-4, who will be visiting number 4 Cary Grove, 7-2. And when I was a senior in high school, we played St. Ignatius, and we actually went out over there and beat the shit out of St. Ignatius. I think the result is going to be the same, and especially considering that Cary Grove is better now than they were when I was a senior in high school. They're not better than they were last year. There's no doubt that they're worse than last year's team, but I think that Cary Grove is going to win again and beat the shit out of St. Ignatius, so I have Cary Grove winning that one. Next matchup we have is number 15 Crystal Lake South, who will be visiting number 2 Deerfield. And I think this is going to be a very close game. South had a pretty good game against Kenwood last year in the first round, despite being a number 14 seed, and then only lost by 10 points to Niles Notre Dame, who ended up losing to Cary Grove in the semifinal round. But I'm going to be picking Deerfield over Crystal Lake South. I don't think Crystal Lake South is as good as they were last year. I feel like last year Crystal Lake South was decent despite being a 5-4 team, and so I have Deerfield over Crystal Lake South. Last matchup we have is number 16 Grayslake North, 5-4, who will be visiting number 1 Prairie Ridge, who is 8-1. And like I said, The North region has 0 undefeated teams. Prairie Ridge is the number 1 seed in the North region, and so I think they're going to beat Crazy Lake North. Like I said, I have them going to the state championship game and then losing to East St. Louis. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.